Carissa.
Nice to meet you, Agata.
Thank you. Do you mind if I have a seat here?
Yes, please do.
Alright, like I said, my name is Carissa. I'm your Angel Wheels representative. Here's my business card with all of my information should you ever need to reach me for anything, okay?
Thank you.
Now, just to make sure, do we still have our 15 minutes for the meeting?
Yes.
Okay. And are you the key decision maker here today?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Well, first, I really just want to congratulate you. If I understand correctly, your dealership was just named #1 in customer satisfaction. So that's a really honorable title, considering the competitive market, especially.
Yes, it is.
Have you been in the Central Florida area long?
Yeah, for about 10 years now.
Oh, wow. I'm actually from the Central Florida area, too. I grew up here. I went to UCF and just graduated. All right, go Knights! It's always great to have fellow alumni here. I actually moved after graduating. That's kind of part of the reason why I'm with Angel Wheels today, is because my grandpa had to have back surgery. And so as a motorcycle enthusiast, as soon as the surgery was done, I was expecting him to hop back on to his Harley Road King. And he was terrified to do that. That's when I contacted Angel Wheels. I was blown away by their customer service and how they handled everything. And I applied the next day, and I've been working with them ever since.
That's great.
What brought you to Harley Davidson?
Just my family's always been into motorcycles, so I figured I'd kind of follow in the footsteps.
Yeah, that's awesome, taking along the family interest there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to meet with you today. I kind of feel that Angel Wheels and Harley Davidson have similar passions of, getting people free out on the open road, and that's what, I'm driven by, is helping others. So just to kind of get a feel for the Harley Davidson situation that you're in, do you mind if I ask a few questions?
Not at all.
Okay. Today, what does your current Harley Davidson customer look like?
Well, currently the customers we have are the more younger crowd.
Okay. Now, because you have the younger crowd right now, do you find it difficult to reach out to other market segments?
Yes, we do. I mean, we'll see. One of our technicians was recently diagnosed with a permanent back injury, so he can no longer lift heavy parts involved with the repairs. So
you want a product that's easy for your technicians?
Yeah, something hassle-free.
Okay.
Now, I've actually never heard of the Angel Wheels and what do they entitle, and the equipment. And what kind of equipment is it for the handicapped rider?
Well, Angel Wheels actually has a complete set. So you can do the wheels, you can do the driver set, the easy brakes. It has a whole complete set for the motorcycle, and I can touch on that a little bit later in my presentation as well.
Okay, and then I've never seen them before. Do you have a picture?
Yeah, right here. Now, this is what they look like before they're installed. And so I know you mentioned that your mechanic unfortunately just had an injury. These are very lightweight. You can see how small they are and how hardly noticeable they are on the bike. And so that's actually the bike when it's at a standstill or a slow moving speed. When they go to higher speeds, they actually retract, so you can't even see them on the bike.
Okay.
Does that help answer your question on that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, have you ever targeted the disabled American market before?
We have not.
Okay. Now, I would think it's safe to say that today's economy is quite challenging.
Yes.
How has that affected your dealership?
It has affected us a little bit in the negative.
Okay, so maybe like sales have decreased, or?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
And now I see that some new larger Harley Davidson dealerships have recently opened in Florida. Although our sales held steady last year, we think that we're losing potential business to them.
Okay.
To the other dealers. We do have a lot of competition that we're afraid of. We're kind of afraid to do anything now.
Okay.
So have you been selling to my competitors?
Actually, I have not. I've sold to other Harley Davidson dealers, one actually out in Texas and one in South Florida, so none that directly compete with you. I do have some testimonials with me from some smaller dealerships, but they're not nearly on the scale that Harley Davidson is on. They're more private-owned companies.
Okay.
So, and I also want to mention that we have not yet contacted any of your major competitors, such as Viper or BMW. I believe that, let me get that name right. Ultra company actually contacted us, but because we have the similar passion that Harley Davidson has, we wanted to actually reach to you guys first. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Now, is there anything else I should know?
Well, honestly, you look very young. Why should I believe what you say about this deal?
Well, thank you for that compliment. I do have 4 years of experience, and if you're not comfortable with some of the answers I have an entirely well-trained team right behind me by my side, ready to help you with any of your questions.
That's good to know.
All right, so I just kind of,
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Hello? Uh-huh. Really? I wasn't aware of that. Okay. Okay, thanks. That was our vice president of finance, who said that the Harley Davidson factory parts are being increased again.
oh, really? That's
So-
always some of the worst news.
Yeah, so, you know, how are we supposed to continue with all these part increases?
Well, I have a product here with me, Angel Wheels, and I'm ready to show it to you. I believe that this will not only attract new loyal customers, but also increase your profit and sales. So are you interested in hearing what I have to say about the Angel Wheels?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I know we touched base on right now you're attracting a younger crowd. You just mentioned to me that your parts have increased. I want you to know that Angel Wheel parts, they have not increased in price because we have a standardized way of making them. Here we have some dimensions if you're interested in how the wheels look size-wise. They have all the facts and figures for our different types here. I know you also mentioned that your sales technician recently experienced some back injuries. Well, here we have some testimonies from mechanics and technicians who actually are amazed by how easy Angel Wheels is to install and how efficient they are and lightweight, and they don't have to really work as hard as they would with the larger, heavier wheels.
And about how long does it take to install these Angel Wheels?
Well, the Angel Wheels take 2 hours to install, and that's completely absorbed by Harley Davidson. Would you like to see the price layout?
Yes, please.
Okay. Alright, so here's a breakdown of the pricing. There's a $5,000 all-inclusive franchisee fee, which sounds big at first, but I have a further breakdown to help explain that. We're not actually going to collect that $5,000 until after you sell your first 5 sets of Angel Wheels because we're that confident in the product. Now, normally Angel Wheels is $1,995, but considering that you're installing it, we're marking it down 50%. So it's $997. 2 hours of installation fees is $1,300 for you guys, so that's $300 right there that you're getting for every single Angel Wheels that you sell. Now, I think we both know that Harley Davidson is more than just selling a bike or two, it's about selling the brand. So that person is going to come in, buy a bike because they can buy Angel Wheels. That's $18,000 right there, sometimes $20,000 if they got the more expensive bike. That's $280 for a jacket, $560 for a helmet. Do you see how that adds up and can help your company build profit?
Yes.
Okay. So does that kind of help answer your question about the increasing prices on your part and how Angel Wheels can actually help that?
Yes, yeah, you have a lot of good facts. If this idea is so great, why shouldn't we just develop these Angel stabilizer wheels ourselves without your involvement? At least that would provide our injured service technician with something he can do.
Well, we actually have a patent right here. So legally, you're actually not allowed to take over Angel Wheels, but with the franchisee fee, you actually take pretty much ownership of the product itself. And we have come down to such a science of perfecting the Angel Wheel that it's a very difficult thing to replicate. So actually, this would probably be a burden to your sales technician if you were to take over it like that.
Okay.
Does that answer your question about that?
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
And how does it all sound so far?
It all sounds good, but I have so much on my mind. Maybe I'd think about this some later date. Can you return next week?
Yeah, I could do that next week. And we're here to, afford you more time. We've been rated top in customer service. I have some articles here that I can leave with you so you can look over it. And so, like I said, we want you to have the most time on your hands and want to make this easy for you. All right, and so come back next week. Do you guys need anything else?
No, if you could just come back next Tuesday at 7.
Okay.
When you think, when you can really think without being interrupted by your own office staff.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
when I can be uninterrupted by my own office.
It's all
so-
good. I know it's very busy.
Yeah, just really hectic here. I've got too much to be distracted with, personal things and everything else.
Oh, well, I'm
so-
actually going to leave 3 sets with you, and so by next week, I want to see how those have come by, and we'll check back then. Sounds good?
Okay, yes.
All right. Thank you so much.